Welcome to the Miracles and Wellness Podcast. My name is Clarissa Booker, and I'm your life and wellness coach, and also a beauty expert. I am so happy and grateful that you are here. We'll be discussing all things health and wellness, feeling empowered, and loving yourself more, while connecting your mind, body, and spirit. Always know that you can manifest whatever you desire for your greater well-being in your life, because I believe that miracles are for everyone.
Hello there, friends. Hope you are having a great start to the new year. Happy New Year. It is 2022, and I am grateful and excited to be here with you. So to kick this off, we're going to talk a little bit about manifestation, that hot topic, because we all would love to just tap in more and trying to figure out how to get our desires and things that we believe will just take us to that next level in our life, whatever that is for us, whether that is your health. You want to improve your health so you can live longer. You want to lose weight, or even outside of that, maybe it's a goal for your career. You're trying to excel, maybe trying to expand your company, whatever it is. Manifestation is a part of that. So you might have a thought of something you want to do, like say you want to lower your blood pressure. So you have to know exactly what it is, because sometimes we're just like, we don't exactly know what it is that we want, but there's just this desire there, but we can't really formulate it or articulate it to ourselves. So that's the first step, right? Being able to know what you want. What are your dreams? What are your hopes? What is it that you truly, truly desire, right? And that you desire, not that somebody else wants for you. Because sometimes people can try to have your best interests at heart, but it's not truly what you want. And so you're not fully in it, You're like not committed in that way because it's not what you want. Or sometimes it is what you want, but you're scared. That's a whole nother thing too. Just being able to leave that fear alone, right? And fear is powerful. It could be anything. It could be the simplest thing with something happening to you when you were younger that you never let go and you like held on to it. Maybe you felt embarrassed about something, or something just really hurt you. Or it could just be something that somebody said that you carried with you, and so it's holding you back, right? So knowing whatever that is that you truly desire and that you want, just being like whatever you want for your highest good. And if you need some clarification with that, start taking action, talk to God about it, pray, meditate, do a visualization, whatever that is that you think you want, just start there, right? And ask and be like, I need some help. Whatever this is that I need for my highest good, please deliver that to me and help me realize what it is that I need to do for that. All right. Like right now, it's a good time for vision boards. So if you made a vision board over the last couple of weeks, having that handy, all of these things so that you could put it out there and believing that you're going to receive it, right? Just believing in it, knowing that you are good enough to receive it. Sometimes deep down, we don't think we're good enough for stuff. Right? Knowing that you are good enough and that you do deserve whatever it is that you want. Right? And if you don't know if that's good for you, be like, is this of the highest good for me in health and in love? Right? Because you don't want something that's not good for you at the same time. So if it's something that's going to harm you, then let that be. Sometimes we're not receiving something because it's not good for us, and God is trying to save us and keep us safe. Right? You ever want something and then you didn't get it, and then you realize later, it'd be like, that's why that did not happen. And then you realize it later. But sometimes that's hard to see when you want it in that moment. Sometimes you're like, I really, really want this. I know I've been there. I think we all have been there at some point. There's been times when I've wanted something and I really wanted it, and then I didn't get it. And then I realized oh, okay, thank you, because it would have been a hot mess if I would have gotten it. All right. So just being able to trust, right? And if you're having a hard time with that, just ask, right? Asking and being open to receive the answer that you're going to get. Sometimes we don't want the answer because it's not what we want to hear. And also, if you're asking for a sign, not getting a sign is also a sign as well, all right? So if you're being like, God, please give me a sign if this is what I'm supposed to have, and you say whatever this is that your sign is, if you do not get it, that is your answer as well, right? So just being very specific about what that is and asking if you don't know. And then in the reverse, there has been times when you've wanted something and you went hard for it and you got it And there might have been some certain, intuition, some little red flags or just different things that have happened that might have been like, I probably shouldn't get this, but you were so determined, even though you kind of knew it wasn't for you, and then you got it and then it wasn't good, right? So that's also a thing. So just be open to whatever it is that's for you, okay? And having faith, right? Having faith and trusting that you will get that, so that believing and that faith going hand in hand. But you still have to take action, right? So you have to have faith and you got to take action. So you got to work for it. That's what they say. So you got to put in the work to go get it, because it's not enough to believe you're going to get it and ask for it, but you just sit there. Okay. So if you want to lower your blood pressure and you asking God for what to do, and he tells you to stop eating this and to go walk and to stop watching Netflix. I mean, I love Netflix. We all love a little Netflix in our life, but prioritize what's important to you. But you just sitting there and you're not doing anything, nothing's going to change. So if you keep eating the same way you're eating and you're not doing the things you need to do, this is the reality of it. I mean, if you don't do anything, nothing's going to change, right? Have you ever heard that expression, growth, it does not happen in comfort zones? I mean, that's for everything. It does not mean it's going to be easy, but you have to put your foot forward and start taking action in order for things to change and manifest in your life. Because if you keep doing the same thing, nothing's going to change. And yeah, it might not be easy, but just take the first step. And then the next one will be revealed. And then the next one will be revealed. So this is all part of it. Because somebody may be like, well, that manifestation and I have faith and it didn't work. But the only way that manifestation is going to come to be, sis, is if you do the work. Okay, you got to do the thing in order for it to happen. All the things, but you need to get started. All right. And don't stop. And if you backtrack, get back up, get back up, right? Like, let's just say that you have started improving your eating. You started incorporating more plants on your plate, been walking, been meditating, you've been doing all the things. You feel amazing. And you did it for like 4 weeks and you notice all these changes and you're like, I am doing so good. And let's say you've been doing it for 2 months, however long it is. But then you stop and you go back to your old habits. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to reverse back to the way you was before. So if you've been improving for 4 weeks, 8 weeks, and you've been doing amazing and you're like, I don't even think I need these meds anymore. Man, I am on it. And you get so comfortable, you're back in your comfort zone, and then you go back to the habits you had before, you're going to regress backwards. Okay, so just keep going. So taking action will be improving your lifestyle. If this is about your health, right? So we're talking about lowering our blood pressure right now. So figuring out the things that you need to do to take action, right? And you can always get help. Do you need a health coach? Do you have a buddy that you talk to, right? Figuring out what that is. You don't have to do it alone, right? Sometimes we feel like we got to do things by ourselves, and you don't. You do not have to do that, right? Get the help that you need, but just get going, right? Because the discipline and the time is going to be needed. And sometimes, it can be a little hard because sometimes we get sidetracked. We like, I feel like doing this right now and I don't feel like lifting these weights. I just don't feel like doing that. But, that discipline and giving the adequate time needed is going to benefit you in the end. All right. So just do whatever you need to do, but get going. Right. All right. So pretty much faith and actions work together always. Because it is a collaboration, because you are co-creating between you and the universe, or you and God, or you and spirit, right? However you like to say that to you. A lot of times I just talk directly about God because I believe in God, right? But sometimes if you're comfortable saying the word universe, with your higher power, what do you believe in, all right? What would my future self be thinking, right? What would you say to yourself, right? If you envision yourself in this person that you want to be, see yourself as her. Like sis, put all the things in place. If you need to sit down, do a visualization meditation, you do that. And you sit there and you see yourself as this new person. And how does she think, right? How does she need to show up? And how is she thinking? So you can reframe your mind and think as her. Because you are her now. That future self that you see yourself as, show up as her. Okay? Own it. Be her now. Because she is in there. and she wants to come out, and she's on her way because you know what? It is 2022 and we ready. Let's go. We are ready. And then write it all down. And I'm always somebody writing things down. It's just one more step to it being real. Well, get your journals out, and you can journal in the morning, in the evening, whatever you feel is the best for you, or try both. If you're able to give yourself that hour you needed in the morning, do some extra journaling there, write down all the things to continue on helping you with that manifestation. Just putting it out there, reinforcing it once again. And then you also can do that before you go to bed. Both ways is excellent, right? And then while you are also journaling about these, also write what you're grateful for. Super important. Always knowing that you have gratitude and you are grateful for where you are right now. Because look, at the end of the day, there is somebody out there that wants to be where you are today. You might not even see it or know it, but what have you accomplished? Somebody else wants to be there. Even if you feel like your health isn't the best. Maybe you feel like you want to lose 40 pounds. Well, there's somebody out there that wants to lose 100 pounds. Okay. And so they would like to be where you are. Maybe they are sedentary and they can't walk at all. So be appreciative that you can put your shoes on and walk a half a block if that's what you could do, right? If you can only lift 5 pounds of weight, be grateful because there's somebody that can't do that because it's hard for them. There's some people on bed rest. There's always another situation. So I'm not saying where you are, don't think about it in any kind of way, but always remember where you are because sometimes we ask for stuff, right? And then we get it and then we forget that we was somewhere else. You ever do that? But when you are grateful for something, when you have what you have, it puts you in a state of joy, puts you in a state, you feel happier. And then when you are in a state of joy, that brings more of what you want to you, right? Because if you're happy, it's like, okay, something's going right. All right. So let me keep giving her what this is that she has going on because it's putting out that good energy, right? You don't want to try to put out negative energy because the negative might come back to you, right? It's like that misery loves company kind of thing. And it's the same thing with energy. So you want to try to send out good vibes, and being grateful definitely contributes to that. And this can help you with removing limiting beliefs that might be holding you back, right? That letting go of fear and the need to control, right? That can get in the way. So when we're working on our mindset and behaviors, trying to remove any obstacles, right? Because it can cloud your vision, because that negative self-talk will start coming up. So then that goes back to how is your future self thinking, right? She's in a positive mindset because she's happy where she is right now. So put that hat on, think as her, and try to remove the negativity that might sometimes just kind of creeps in. Sometimes, it's that fear. It's like, who am I to do this? You know what? You got it going on. That's who you are to do this. And believe that. Own it. Okay? Just get it done. Just be like, I am ready. Let's go. Because we want to try to not feel anxious, right? Because then it can kind of confuse what's going on. And then that can kind of send off the message that you don't really believe. I mean, it can seem kind of hard doing this stuff, right? But you just relax. If you need to take a moment to go for a walk, do you need to meditate? And that might help release feelings and just anything that's built up. Okay. Look, sis, this morning I was meditating and I was sitting there and, I was trying to concentrate on my breathing and just all these things, just trying to relax. But my mind was just racing. And then as I was just sitting there and it's like I was processing thoughts going on and I just had like a release. I just started crying during my meditation and I needed that. And that's okay. And I let it happen. Right. And, I just sat there and I just tried to process whatever was going on inside of me. And I just needed to do that. And, it helped. So if you need to do that, do that. Okay. Give yourself that space. Your body knows what you need at any given time, right? So we don't want to try to block that, okay? Right? So just being mindful of the energy that you're putting out there into the universe because it will give you what it is that you want, whether it's positive or negative. And we want the good stuff, all right? We want all the good stuff. We want what is the highest good for us. That is what we are here for. And this is how we're going to start this year off. We're going to start off on a good note and we are ready. Because you ever notice when you are feeling good, how it's just like a trickle effect of other good things just start happening? Okay. See, that's good, right? Yes, it's like sometimes you're just having a wonderful day. And so you just be like, man, I had the best day. Because there's one thing after another that keeps happening. So if you start your day off with a good meditation, then you go hit the gym, do some weights, doing all the things. You're feeling strong. You're feeling powerful because weights and strength is sexy. Okay. Do not get it twisted. That definition is good, right? Then you went and then that made you take another good step because you're feeling good about yourself. Then you make a healthy lunch, right? And then you had a good breakfast too. And then you're doing all these things and you have your day blocked off and you're just on a roll. And then you just start developing these wonderful habits, right? And then you're like, man, it's all happening. All these things are happening. It's because you are doing all the things, right? You're knowing what you want. You're believing, you're trusting, you're writing it down, you're giving it to God, right? You're concentrating on, you're visualizing, you feel joy and happiness. Your mindset's in the right place and you're doing all the things, right? Now, take one day at a time, but know where you're going with it. If you just need to start with asking, right? For like asking for direction, then that's where you start, right? Know where you are, know where you need to start. And that's okay because it's different for everybody. And if you backtrack, you know what it is, get back up. Okay. But the easiest way to manifest anything is to be clear about what you want. Don't give the universe mixed signals. Taking action and working towards your goals, right? And you should also remain receptive to receive. All right, guys. That is how we're starting out 2022. I hope this helped you start manifesting your desires. Okay. And also for me to help you on your journey for health, losing weight, reversing all those health conditions, join me at Total Wellbeing Academy. That is clarissabooker.com/TWA. clarissabooker.com/TWA. I will see you there. And also the link is in the show notes so you can just click on it and come on over. Until next time, Happy New Year. Do you wish there was a way to lose weight without feeling so hungry? Having ways to cope with stress without turning to food? Or even having increased energy to take on the day because your health concerns are affecting your life? That's why I created Total Wellbeing Academy, where I empower you to trust more in yourself and spirit. How to cope with stress in a more healthy way through meditation. I will also teach you how to lose weight naturally and keep it off while nourishing your mind, body, and spirit. It will also get to the root cause of your conditions instead of suppressing the symptoms. I know what it feels like to be super stressed and feel like there isn't enough time in the day to give extra focus to your health. Imagine if you could wake up energized and not feel hungry or deprived from being on a restricted fad diet that's unsustainable. Just taking the time to put yourself first and breathe more easily because you know that you have the tools to live a long life. You will love your body more. You'll understand the connection between quality food and the effects on your mind and body. You will walk away with a renewed lifestyle that makes you question diet culture. You'll know how to effectively manage your emotions and your stress. And the best part, you'll watch your health reverse so you can live longer for yourself and your loved ones. So if you're ready, go to clarissabooker.com/TWA. Again, that is clarissabooker.com/TWA.
If you like my morning show, leave a review. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for coming by. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a written review. Until next time, love and light.